Good morning. Hope everyone's doing well today. I am getting ready to talk about all these different marinades and seasonings. But before I get to these, I just wanted to talk about my thumbnail. I went to Walmart this morning, and I tell you what, it is the best stocked I have seen it in probably a year. I'm talking everything, just stocked. And I know I'm going first thing in the morning. It is middle of the week, but every time I've done this every Thursday, there's all kinds of holes. I was finding stuff and seeing stuff that I hadn't seen in a while. And there's even toilet paper, paper towels, all that stuff. Canned goods were good. All the produce, meats, all kinds of stuff. It was just incredible. I tell you what, I'm excited. I got to get anything I wanted. I got to get as much as I wanted. I didn't have any worry about something being gone. It was incredible. I loved it. Now, not trying to rub that in people's faces. I know there's still people out there that are struggling trying to find exactly what they want or the brand they like or different things. And, so I'm not trying to brag or anything. I'm just giving you an update, just giving you the truth of what's going on. The food shortage obviously is still on the minds. It's still, possibility. There's never a guarantee that we'll always have everything we need. And that's why we prep. That's why we're preparing. That's why we take advantage of the opportunity that there's plenty to be had. And there's plenty of anything that you like, your family likes. Get it while you can. And they even had bleach. So speaking of bleach, last week, I believe it was, I got this one. And I tell you what, I had no idea. See where it says low splash? And hey, we're going to get to this other stuff in just a minute, so just bear with me here. I'm making sure because I didn't know this. And, I'm not necessarily a smart guy, but when I saw low splash, I'm thinking that maybe they did something with the nozzle that this container is made for a low splash when I'm pouring it into my washing machine, that it's not going to splash all over the place and bleach all over my black shirt, stuff like that. That's how simple-minded I am. I just don't, my whole life, I guess, I've just never really thought about it. I never had anybody ever explain this to me. So last week when I put this on, hey, I got this, got some bleach, they had it in stock, blah, blah, blah. Throughout the whole week, people were concerned that, hey, make sure this doesn't have the germ killing power, and it's not the same, for disinfecting water. It's not the same. So I wanted to make sure I passed that on because this is what I found today. This is what I'm used to getting. And this one does kill 99.9% of the germs. And this one is what I needed to get. Now, the other one I'll use for laundry because I don't like wasting, and I could have traded it in. I just didn't want to deal with that. It's only a few bucks. So I will use it over time for the laundry. But thank you so much for my subscribers. You have my back, and I appreciate that. Look, I learned just as much. I don't know it all. I hope you all know that. I hope you realize that I'm not a know-it-all. I'm on the same journey that most of you are on. We have a lot of new preppers. I'm leading by example and leading by the knowledge that I have, but you have to understand I'm also a follower. I'm also a student in the prepping game, okay, in this whole process. I'm still learning, and I'm glad that we can learn together, that we all can communicate together, we can all hold each other up, we can give up great information to each other, and I appreciate that so much. That's why I'm doing this. Now, let's start talking about what House of Prep stocks for when he's cooking meats and dinners. And I wanted to do this because it's a lot of fun. If you remember a week or so ago, I bought some steaks, and I wanted to say first, this Lowry sauce, you can use this for everything. Now, it's not the only thing out there. Trust me, folks. There's other things. I like to experiment. I like to try other things. Oh, but hey, before I get carried away, put in the comments. I'm still interested on hearing your area of groceries and things like that. There's a lot of people out there that I'm still seeing messages that are still struggling with things. So put it in your comments. And as we're doing this here, put in your comments. Tell me what you like to use. Tell me things that you like that I had up here. Maybe you've tried, or maybe you're like, hey, I want to try that. Do that in the comments. And I'm looking for new things too. So if you have something that you live by and that's something your go-to for you and your family that you've had for years, hey, let me know. And if you want to share your secret family recipe from Grandma. If you want to share that with me, hey, my email's down there in the comment section. Go ahead and throw that in the email. And hey, while I'm thinking of my comment section, I've never mentioned this before, but I do have a little button on there. I think it's through PayPal. If you want to buy me a Diet Pepsi, I've never brought that up, and it just dawned on me the other day when I was copying and pasting, making new videos and things. And I was like, I've never really said, hey, if you want to support my channel in any way, here's a link. So maybe I've failed by mentioning that. So maybe someone's always wondered. I wonder how I can help this dude out. This guy cracks me up, or I've been watching him for weeks. So if you ever wanted to buy me a Pepsi or throw something to help support the channel, that's where you find it. It's at the Buy Me a Diet Pepsi. I guess it's a link there. I don't know if it works or not. So somebody can be the first and let me know. Let me know if it even works. So we'll go past that. So anyway, Lowry's seasoning salt. When I bought those steaks, man, I put that on there, and it was so good. There's also a Dale's marinade sauce, and I forgot to get some from the store, and I meant to get some today. There's a Dale's marinating sauce that, man, my family loves that. My wife loves it. You put it in a Ziploc bag with your meat for about 30 minutes, and man, I wished I had a bottle sitting here. I'll have to bring that out next time. But this, you could use it for for chicken, pork, all kinds of stuff. Obviously you can use French fries, mashed potatoes. I was even thinking trying this maybe on some rice and beans one day, just sprinkle a little on there and seeing how that tastes. Because, as preppers, you're looking for stuff. If you have long-term preps, it's nice to have some spices and some seasonings and some things that that in a crisis situation, if you're just living on rice and beans for a long time, or meats that you've had frozen up, or, it's nice to have something you can add a little flavor to, change it up a little bit. And that's the purpose of this video. We're going to show you just some things to change it up. Change up your rut that you might be in. And man, with the family eating the same thing week after week, it's okay to enjoy things. Even we're not in a crisis right now. We're not feeling the pinch of the food shortage right now. So let's enjoy a little flavors and things and learn some new things. Sweet Baby Ray's is a go-to for me. I've tried many different barbecue sauces, and Sweet Baby Ray's, I love it. And I always go back to it. I love the honey barbecue sauce. There's obviously different ones. They're all good to me. But I always go back to the honey barbecue sauce. I love this. They have this one here. It's a sweet golden mustard barbecue sauce. Man, we made some pork sandwiches the other week ago and used some of this right here. And oh man, the flavor of this is just so good at pouring it right onto the hot barbecue right there on the bun. So it's making me hungry just thinking about it. So use that for barbecue, or there's other things you can experiment with. Shoot, go ahead, try it. But using this, and I found this brand after all kinds of different things I've tried, and there's the Pistol Pete and hot sauces, and there's so many different things you can do for chicken wings. I've noticed I really fell in love with this Moore's brand. They have a creamy ranch buffalo wing sauce, and they have an original. I think they have one or two more as well, but these are kind of like my two go-to. And I'll use some honey barbecue sauce. Man, I'll make up a flat of wings. You get you a couple big bacon pans, right? And you cover them with aluminum foil, and you spray on some of this Pam spray, or it could be Great Value spray, just a non-stick spray right on the aluminum foil. Man, and aluminum foil is for easy cleanup, folks. I'm telling you, I'm all about throwawables, okay? Whether it's the silverware throwawables, the aluminum foil throwawables, makes that pan so much easier to clean later, I promise you. But you don't want the wings sticking to that aluminum foil, so this stuff right here is a lifesaver. So you get your chicken wings, man. I'll get some hot sauce, maybe. I'll get like 4, maybe 5 different flavors, and I will bake up and heat up some chicken wings. You throw the chicken wings on that aluminum foil without the sauce, 20 minutes, pull them out, flip them over, put them in there for another 20, 25 minutes, make sure that they're cooked through, and then pull them out. And I'll have 4 or 5 containers lined up, bowls, and I'll split up all the wings, and I will pour these sauces right in there in the bowl on the wings. And then I'll strategically stack the wings back up on those pans away from each other and stick them back in the oven for another good 10 minutes just to bake on those sauces and heat them up real good. It makes them all nice and gooey and sticky and messy. Man, I tell you what, there's some best eating right there for chicken wings. So that's my advice if you're looking for something new, okay? Again, share your stuff. Look, I love trying new things. So these right here, real quick, before we end the video, I just want to talk about them. These are just different marinades. If you're looking for different things, if you get a flat of chicken breasts, or maybe you like to do the whole chicken. I mean, obviously Italian dressing is easy, right? I found this Lawry's brand, and obviously you've probably seen this, and there's several different types of flavors and stuff you can use to marinate your chicken or whatever you're making. I really like this Hawaiian one. I like to make this Hawaiian one, maybe on the side, do black beans and rice with the side of the chicken. And, it's not a bad meal. It's a real quick marinade. And, yeah, it's going to have some sodium in it and things like that and a little bit of sugar. But, if you're eating as healthy with maybe a salad on the side and different things, it just kind of spices up your meal a little bit. Little different flavors for your taste buds, right? You got to enjoy what you're eating. Teriyaki, you know about that. You can get that in Lawry's, you can get that in the Great Value brand, anything. But, just learn to kind of spread out your wings a little bit. Try a few new things. And these are great things that when you just keep them stocked up. Don't like overkill these things, but, you want to keep a backup in the cabinet and make sure you have enough. So if you're ever in a lockdown situation or things and you're grilling out or you're cooking inside, get the propane tanks going out there or whatever your fancy is, you'll have plenty of different flavors for you and your family to enjoy. So again, I hope you've enjoyed this. I just wanted to take the minute to kind of share some of my different ideas with you and just to give you the update on how my stores are looking. Man, I tell you what, thumbs up. These stores and the workers, thumbs up to the workers. They're crushing it. They're doing a great job stocking. It's amazing. But we do know COVID's looming in the background. We do know the lockdowns could happen. And look, if you're watching the news, different states are dealing with it, folks. Different states, just because I'm comfortable here right now and things are smooth, things can happen in drop of a hat. So don't be afraid to just continue your journey. Keep prepping, keep doing what you're doing. And we will definitely catch you guys later in the week. Thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all later.